How long have we been recording for?
1 minute and 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds.
All right, we're live is what you're trying to tell me.
Yes.
Here's the thing, okay?
What's the
From
thing?
where I am right now, I cannot see the red light.
You can't see the red light. Okay.
The red light. So that's not your fault, though.
So
That's nothing to do with you. That's me and my setup over here,
right,
and me trying to bring sexy back.
right.
You ain't got nothing to do with that.
So do we need to get an on-air sign so we hit record, it just turns on behind me or something?
I mean,
We can put it.
eventually,
We can't put it behind me. JK's back there.
yeah, I can't put it behind, but like eventually, yes, it would just be kind of like unnecessary right now. I just need to be like, put my head on a swivel. You know what I mean? Because I'm on this side where the mic. Matter of fact, it's the mic. So I'm not even talking to the mic. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
I don't, and you don't say crap about it.
Well, you do good sometimes, and then sometimes you veer over here. Where
I gotta
hear you no more.
put my notes. See, now my notes is like.
I think it's time. It's time to get some better stands.
You think it's time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
We need to get some better. We need to get the stands that can move these kind of away from the table some,
Yeah.
so we don't have to be like, up on the mic like that.
Yeah.
So we kind of sit back a little bit.
I feel like we need to change like the whole process. We just need to be like on the couch potting
Okay.
and like shoot it like we're on the couch.
Right.
What do you guys think? You guys don't watch our YouTube videos
Yeah,
anymore, so it doesn't matter. Also, Steven Spielberg is coming for our head too, so there's that. Yeah. So we're about not to have a podcast anymore.
You know what I haven't looked at to see,
Because the Steven Spielberg hates us. He hates us because he hates us.
I haven't looked to see if the last video got any kind of hits on it.
Wasn't that the last video?
Well, one just dropped Saturday. The one before it was the one that had
The Fablemans?
Yeah.
And Steven came for us?
Yeah. Yeah, he got us.
Christopher Nolan, I'm just saying, would allow it and not, be like, oh, copyright infringement. We're going to get canceled here soon, so I should probably shut up.
Probably things we're not supposed to talk about.
Things we're not supposed to talk about, but Clyde has a big mouth, and the mic is in front of his mouth now.
Yeah. So
not to the side, so you're going to get all of this
all of it's
hot
coming
takes,
out.
okay?
All of it's coming out. That's awesome.
Dude, I rewatched Tenet last night.
Okay. Nice.
I thoroughly love this movie. Speaking of Christopher Nolan,
figure it out yet?
No.
Okay.
You know what? It's one of those movies where like little by little you start piecing it more and more understanding.
I got you.
Because that first watch, you're literally like
No clue.
2.5 hours in, and you're like, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But it looks amazing.
That's fair.
And then you watch it again, you're like, okay, I kind of start to see what's happening.
I still don't know what's going on.
But like it just takes a while.
Right.
So probably by like the 100th watch, I'll know that John David Washington's character's name is the protagonist.
Gotcha.
I'll figure that out eventually. So
Okay.
yeah,
Make
man.
some notes of that. Yeah.
How was your weekend, brother?
My weekend.
It's Tuesday. We're recording on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Doesn't feel right.
It's on me.
I mean, new year, new you, baby.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's Tuesdays. That's where I'm at. my workflow's moved from Mondays. Now it's Tuesdays.
Yeah.
The weekend practice, band practice, and then just adult stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Chores, grocery shopping,
Bed Bath
paying
Beyond.
bills, Lowe's,
Yeah,
that stuff.
all that stuff. Got it.
Yeah.
Go to Bed Bath
We didn't have
Beyond.
enough time. We didn't have enough time for Bed Bath Beyond.
It's gonna be a good Sunday. Oh
Yeah.
man, good deal,
great.
brother. Good deal, man. Went to Chapel Hill.
Yes, saw that.
Yeah, watched Carolina get beat to a bloody pulp by Notre Dame, the Hunchbacks.
Is that a common thing?
No, they actually came into this game undefeated.
Well, I mean,
against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They played Notre Dame every 3 or 4 years, and usually we play each other close. We did play each other close. So only lost by 9 points, but it just wasn't a pretty game for them there. But it is what it is, man. Football season.
Yes, sir.
The ball's going through the net. That's soccer.
Or basketball.
Yeah, that's also. But the net could be the kicker's net on the sideline because he's practicing the drop kick. I don't even know. You guys know how much I watch football. Bro, shout outs to one of the best experiences I've had at a restaurant. Went to Beef and Bottle.
Okay, where's that at?
South Charlotte on Tryon.
Okay.
Me, the lady, 4 other couples, we all went to Beef and Bottle, and it was dope.
Okay.
This is the oldest steakhouse in the Carolinas.
Oh,
they
wow.
aged their steaks for 14 days. I don't know what that means.
I was about to ask the same thing. I kind of they just set it out in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. But I got a
Nick's meat bucket. New girl.
Classic show. Classic show.
Speaking of that, tastes like meat tasted before we had electricity.
Speaking of New Girl, just real quick, there was the, because I follow the New Girl, something popped up on Instagram and it was one of the scenes where Jess runs in and Nick's on the couch. She's like, pretend you're gay, pretend you're gay, pretend you're gay, pretend you're gay.
What kind of gay am I?
So then the guy walks in, she's like, hey, this is Nick. And he goes, yeah, I'm Nick. But my friends sometimes call me Gay Nick, right? It's so stupid. Oh, that was so awesome. Yeah, just fantastic, man.
Such a fun show.
But no, Beef and Bottle was dope. Good drinks, good wine. 24-ounce T-bone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I had the meat sweats. Ooh. It was bad.
My wife listens to this. We'll be going there next weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you're going to be out a pretty penny.
It's fine.
Because she doesn't listen. My wife doesn't either, so don't worry about it. Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we are discussing the trailers for Knock at the Cabin, Hocus Pocus 2, Episode 6 of She-Hulk, and our Movie of the Week, Bottle Rocket. All right, team, we're going to watch these 2 trailers coming at you. Hopefully no copyright infringement this week, guys. Universal.
Are we gonna sing along?
Yes, of course.
I wanna put on my boogie shoes.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice. Jonathan Groff, let's go.
Okay, so look, this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Can't tell yet. Well, now you can. Why is he so big? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why do Caucasians still go to the cabins in the middle of nowhere?
My name's Leonard. It's nice to meet you.
Why are you here?
I suppose I'm here to make friends with you.
Oh no.
And your dad's too.
Can't talk to little girls like that.
But my heart is broken.
Why is it broken?
Because of what I have to do today.
There is a woman carrying something that looks like a pick with a chain and a mallet head.
Should be carrying a shotgun or something up there.
See, the four of us have a very important job to do. In fact, it might be the most important job in the history of the world.
Alrighty. There you go.
Hey, Jonathan.
There you go.
We were called and are united by a common
From
vision,
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
which has now become a command that we cannot ignore.
Cobra Commander?
The four of us are here
Joe.
to prevent the apocalypse.
What?
Oh boy.
Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision. If you fail to choose, the world will end.
Oh boy.
Right. Yeah. So, Knock at the Cabin. M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong. All right, we got a horror mystery thriller here. While
Yep.
vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. So the one thing that M. Night is really, really good at is cutting trailers. And it keeps you like engaged into like what is going on, what is gonna happen. I need to know what happens next. I just like in regular fashion with him, is there some sci-fi thriller? Like, is there like a there's gonna be a twist?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Who knows if it's supernatural? Who knows if it's like science fiction? Who knows? But there's always something.
It's always super weird.
It's always super weird,
Yeah.
and you don't really get it at first. Like Bruce Willis was dead the entire time.
Oh my god! Spoiler alert.
I mean, if you have not seen, if you've not seen The Fifth Element, that's your fault. Okay.
Right.
The Sixth Sense. I'm sorry, wrong movie there. Yeah, I'm just getting those mixed up. Luke Besson movie. I don't know, man. I mean, it looks intense, but like
You don't know what's going on.
old kind of pissed me off.
The trailer of the movie.
The trailer was awesome. The movie pissed me off.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I'll be in the theater for this one, man. I don't. I just
Yeah. I mean, I didn't go see Old. I watched it at the house, and it was. It was all right.
Yeah. It pissed me off.
You know, it's kind of. It wasn't as weird as I was gonna hope it was gonna. As I hoped it was gonna be.
Yeah.
The twist wasn't like a big deal. It didn't seem like.
I feel like he's lost his kind of like his mojo for that kick. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts here? We'll put it on our socials. Knock at the Cabin, the new M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong movie. Yeah, let us know your thoughts. I'm not excited about it. Javi's probably going to watch it on the couch. Am I right?
If I watch it, yes.
If he watches it, he's going to watch it on the couch.
Got my man Dave Bautista in there, so I'll probably check it out.
Yeah. Make it happen.
I banish thee from Salem forever.
They were right to fear thee.
Oh, wow.
Magic has a way of uniting.
Love her.
Happy 16th birthday, child.
I have a gift for my favorite customers. Legend has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her
Nice.
powers.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Gilbert, where did you get that candle? We have to get out of here. The witches will be here any second. Ah! The book is alive.
He woke up?
Oh,
Here we go.
If we intend to live past sunrise, we have to steal their souls.
Whoa, wait. Can we talk about this?
No. We must fly.
Rather stop.
Let's go.
Not to freak out, but the vengeful maniac obsessed with getting revenge on Salem sounds very bad for Salem.
We should get some salt. Why? So we taste better when they eat us? Spray it out.
Okay.
Get some more.
That's not 6 feet under.
Let's go.
Stop! I am a good zombie.
That scream.
Yeah. Sign me up. I'm not even gonna read the description.
You know, is it
Talk to me, brother.
the way I'm looking at it, or the way the trailer played?
It's
it was
gonna do more numbers than a Top Gun Maverick. Okay.
Yes.
And it's dropping on Disney Plus. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's going to happen.
But like for the trailer, it doesn't feel like a sequel. It feels like another movie, but the same people.
Isn't that kind of how Top Gun Maverick was?
No.
Yeah, it was a sequel, but it didn't feel like a sequel. It was a story by itself.
Well, this one. Well, no, it went back to the other movie, flashback to all that stuff. But this one trailer didn't really link this to the previous movie at all, other than
The cat,
Well,
the ghoul at the end.
But
We're back, witches.
yes, but it's like it's a whole new thing.
Oh, I love it.
Like it's not.
Yeah,
Like there was no other link other than the witches and Salem. But
witches live on, bro.
It didn't show any like links to the previous movie, I guess is what I'm saying.
I
Like
get
a
exactly.
flashback.
I'm just messing with you. I get exactly what you're saying, and don't care. Still here for it. Okay. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Namji, and a whole host of a new cast here. Yeah, I'm here for it, bro.
Oh,
Did you enjoy Hocus Pocus when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it. Definitely excited about this one, man. It was always just like a thing that was just like campy,
Yeah.
stupid, funny,
A little cringy.
a lot of cringy, but we were here for it though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we were here for it. It was just a good time.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that turned into a classic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the kind of use of the Roombas,
Yeah.
the flying Roombas. That was an interesting little touch to bring it into the time. And the other one had, I think, a Swiffer.
Yeah. Let's go. 2022, baby. This is New Salem,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm down for it.
Yeah, this one is going to be fun. Once again, it's probably going to be one of those where, like, there's going to be several laugh out loud moments.
Yeah.
But mainly it's just going to be like, This is, it's just, you're watching it for the nostalgia. You're watching it to see those three witches back on screen there. I don't think there's ever been in cinematic history, because, like, you've done vampires and any and all type of vampires. There's been famous ones. There's been Dracula has done 1,000 times there, right? There's the Twilight stuff. So, like, vampires been done. Werewolves have been done. Basically anything and everything has been done. But, like, witches, other than, like, the witches, this is the essential, like, witch movie.
Did you ever
like
see The
cinema.
Craft?
Yeah, those were teeny bopper witches, though, man.
They're still pretty terrible people.
Oh yeah, 1,000% there.
Those are the movies that I think of when we talk about witch. But you got one that's a comedy of witches. Then you got the other one, which is The Craft, which is not so much the comedy as it is just like a drama type thing. Those are the two movies that pop into my head.
You talking about this or you talking about The Witches, or you talking about this as the comedy?
Hocus Pocus has the comedy.
Hocus Pocus has the comedy. Have you ever seen The Witches?
I don't think so.
We got to cover that over Halloween.
Okay.
Not the one that came out with, like the black kid that dropped with Anne Hathaway. The one that came out years ago in the 90s. In the 90s there, so.
Yeah, I don't believe I've, if I have, I do not
1990, The Witches.
I was a little baby.
With,
I was a little tiny baby.
With Angelica Huston, who played the lady, the mommy from Addams Family, Morticia Addams.
So this was The Witches in 1990.
Yeah. Such a good flick. Solid.
Witches in 1990.
But like HBO Max had a drop with Anne Hathaway, and Chris Rock was the voice of the kid. It was pretty good, but not as good as the original. Original was just like.
I'm actually may have caught this with Christina at some point.
Nice.
But I'd have to. But I remember which one you're talking about with Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
I definitely saw that one.
Oh, yeah. As soon as it dropped, I was like,
yeah.
Anne Hathaway, she's the greatest actress of all time.
Yeah, this one I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've seen this one or not.
Okay. We got to add it to the list,
Let's
bro.
do it.
All right, guys. Hocus Pocus 2. Are you excited for it? Is this your favorite witch movie? Is there any others that you really enjoy? Any that we haven't even talked about? Let us know in the comments, guys.
Definitely.
Well, I don't want to mess up your video.
I appreciate that.
That's important.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got to get this Tom Cruise and Enrique Iglesias on you. I don't know why I'm Tom Cruise and you're Enrique Iglesias. I don't know why I match somebody who is at least of like Spanish origin, and I'm short and white and 50, almost 60 years old. I don't know why I did that, okay?
Sometimes when you're
not all heroes,
when you're in the moment, things happen.
Not all heroes wear capes, right? I mean, they sometimes fly, F-150 Raptors, whatever.
Look, nothing like Tom Cruise.
I mean, what if I do this?
There it is. I got you. I see it now, man.
There it is, man. You've also never seen me run before, dude. High knees to the chest, bro. All right, man. Episode 6, we go to a wedding. Jen is a bridesmaid in a friend's wedding, a stressful event compounded by uniquely She-Hulk issues.
Just Jen. Right?
Just Jen.
One thing I've really liked about this is their titles.
Oh, yeah. Solid.
The customized intro has been fantastic.
And it changes every week. Yep. And it literally... obviously, we're not 30-something-year-old women, but these episodes are so relatable for what she's going through.
Right.
Because we've been there adjacent, you know what I mean? Like, with so many different people that we know and love and respect, we've been there adjacent. And it's like, oh, you don't really get a +1, or you got to walk down the aisle with this person, or, you know what? You're super gorgeous and super popular. Like, this is my day. Like, can you calm the F out, please?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly, I've seen these conversations happen, man. Wild. Talk about this episode, brother.
Yeah, just another super fun episode.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of superheroing going on.
No.
We're real into now the people, right? And I can't remember the other girl's name, her assistant. Cannot remember her name, but she's working with the other lawyer now. Nikki, there you go. We get to see a lot of her this episode.
Her and Mallory, they work together, yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually a good storyline.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It was pretty freaking hilarious.
And I really enjoyed how it came together, right? Like, where Mallory's telling her, don't tell Jen, and then it cuts the next scene. She's leaving her voicemail about the whole situation.
Yeah, I was told not to tell you, but doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, which is like prototypical, like best friend, good friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, this would be our little secret there. So, girl, okay, this is what this bee said at the job today about you.
So, you're on point today with looking like Tom Cruise and talking like
Nikki Ramos,
Nikki's friend, or Jen's friend, Nikki.
No, man. So this was cool, man. The wedding was, we didn't see the wedding. We saw like the reception. We saw everything leading up to it. I do like Jen was like, "Yo, I'm gonna She-Hulk and like I'm gonna have a moment because I haven't really had a moment and like looked good and comfortable in my own skin."
She was ready to party, man.
Yeah.
I'm really liking. It's building her origin still, but it's doing it in a very fun way. It's not really long drawn out on one specific situation.
Yeah.
We're just looking at, okay, she's a superhero, but she's still Jen. And she's still got to deal with Jen, but she's also got to deal with She-Hulk. So now we're really seeing both sides start to collide.
And let's love the fact that she even says like, yeah, probably not the most opportune time for me to attend the wedding, but we're going to do it anyway. Right? Like, this is real life. This is what happens.
Yeah, they always happen at the worst possible time.
Exactly. Darren and Jen, if you're listening to this, April 1st, your wedding, Mexicano, super excited, okay? 64-ounce tomahawk steak with some tequila. It's going down. So that is an opportune time. So that does not mean about you, but there's a lot of other weddings I've been to. Yeah, we won't discuss those people, but we're excited about y'all's. Me and JP are getting tequila lit, if you know what I mean.
Oh, boy.
All right, dude. Favorite moment from this episode, brother? Talk to me.
I believe it's going to be when Nikki is sitting on the table talking to all the ladies.
Yeah.
And working out their deals and finally kind of getting to shine.
Yeah.
Right. She's been doing a lot behind the scenes, but this was an episode where we got to see her for her. That was my favorite scene.
And I love that because, when Jen started at this firm, it was like, can I pick my paralegal? And they're like, I don't give a damn who your paralegal is, right? Right? So like you think she's kind of gonna be like that Robin sidekick, which like doesn't do much though, right?
Right.
And now you're kind of seeing her start to flourish a little bit, and I love that for this character, right? You're fleshing all these characters out, and
she's very descriptive and talked about wanting to be more here, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I get to hang out with Mallory, get to see what's going on over there. So yeah, she's been slowly building up to this episode.
Definitely.
What about you, man?
We got a taste, we got a glimpse of Jen versus Tatiana.
Yeah.
But I like they actually duked it out.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. But I like that she's still trying to like figure her powers out as well. So she's like,
she popped her little shoes off.
Popped her little shoes. It was super cute, right? Like she popped her little shoes off. She's like, wait, let me just get undrunk. I gotta figure this out.
I forgot how to do it.
Nah, man, this is cool. And then we get that little spoiler at the like cliffhanger at the end where like, the guys who tried to stab her when she was, I think dude that she was hanging out with is somebody not good. At the wedding.
Gotcha. He's way too nice.
Way too nice.
We aren't like that. We
are not. We're the worst sex on the planet. Literally the worst, right? There's multiple. We're not going to talk about that, though. But
do that.
at a male and female, we're the worst.
Yeah.
Okay? So I feel like he's up to no good, but I'm thinking that's like syringe point 2, like...
Yeah.
2.0 or whatever to like pierce her skin.
Right.
or just use this guy to make her be like human and then pierce the skin or whatever.
Yeah, because it's something we talked about, like not being another personality like Hulk.
Yeah,
Like Hulk can take control even if Bruce is dead.
exactly.
You know, what happens with She-Hulk since there's not another personality?
We've seen it off screen, and you know, talked about it in the events of Avengers. We've also seen it on screen in Ragnarok when he jumps off the ship.
Yeah.
It just thunk.
Yeah. So good.
So good. Oh my god!
That was a good,
Can we
that's
just
a good movie.
can we just redo that movie on the pod? It's so good. All right, guys, are you still watching She-Hulk? Are you still excited about this? What are your favorite moments of this episode, this season? Would you want to see a season 2 of She-Hulk? Guys, talk to us. All right, brother, you ready to jump into our movie of the week?
One question.
Yeah.
Did you see Tom Hardy winning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitions?
Okay. This is a hot take. All right, you ready?
And I think it's great. I think it's the whole thing's like funny, but also good for him.
I'm gonna pull up his. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I got a bone to pick with Tom Hardy. Actually,
it's mostly wanted to talk about that video I sent you too. That was fantastic.
You're the one who sent me that. Yeah. Okay, that's the bone I want to pick. All right, dude. So, not only is he like an actor, producer, screenwriter, his Wikipedia page now all says martial artist. Okay, he's a gorgeous human being. He is married with 3 beautiful kids. Right, he has been in movies with all the best.
Yes,
all the best. And now he wants to be a jiu-jitsu champion. Well, he is a jiu-jitsu champion.
He's doing work.
He's like, slow down, okay?
He said, why?
You know what I mean?
Why?
Like, you know how we used to, okay, so you know how like we used to go to like the club or the bar or whatever, and we would see a guy, and we'd be like, dude, save some ladies for us, okay?
Right.
That's what I'm saying to Tom. Like, dude.
I mean,
save some jiu-jitsu and some stuff. Can I do something?
Yeah, he had that beard all. His hair was all messed up. He had his gi open a little bit, just a little chest hair out.
Just embarrassing my man, dude. In that video, my man's got to go. He's like, dude, you go back to like your beautiful mansion and your family, your kids, dude. You know what I mean? My man's got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, he's
got to go do his 9 to 5. You know, he got to do the Dolly Parton. You know what I mean?
And he lost.
He took the L. Took the L, bro. Wife probably left.
First you last, right?
Gosh. Yeah, I saw that, man. He's just.
I just thought that was an interesting bit of news.
He's just the man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? He's just a dude. I mean, he's accomplished a lot in his life, and now he's on to his next thing.
And like, I'm just right here where I'm on his Wikipedia page, and this is how much I'm a fan of him. I've seen every movie that's listed right here, just in this paragraph alone. Star Trek Nemesis, Saw, Rock and Roller, Bronson, Warrior, Tinker Tailor, Soldier Spy, Lawless, This Means War, Locke, we just did that, yes. The Drop, The Revenant, Mad Max Fury Road, Legend, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Dunkirk, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I've seen all those movies.
Right.
I've probably seen most of his movies. He is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I'm probably going to watch Inception tonight. That's dream a little bigger, darling.
That's a commitment.
I mean,
it's like almost 8 o'clock right now.
I don't sleep. So there's that. Yeah, Tom Hardy can do no wrong. I mean, he broke Christian Bale in half. So there's that.
Yeah.
All right. Now you want to jump into the movie, sir?
Yeah, I guess.
He's like, whatever.
I wasn't going to talk about Tom, but that's fine.
This is for the next 30 minutes. That's fine. All right, guys. Movie of the week here is Bottle Rocket. This movie was released in 1996. A few other movies that was released that year: A Time to Kill, Romeo and Juliet, Happy Gilmore, Scream, The Cable Guy,
oh boy,
Dragonheart, and the first time Will Smith fought aliens, Independence Day. The global event.
That movie comes up so much.
From Roland Emmerich. It's so good, though.
It comes up so much.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. Dude, that's like the first movie that like I remember just being enamored by like production and scale and size and like all the actors bouncing off of each other. And there's so many different plot points.
I would love for someone to keep up with like how many times Independence Day comes up. It'd be fantastic.
I mean, you got to understand something. I talk about it in regular conversation with people.
It's not just a pod.
It's not just a pod thing, okay?
Every day.
You know when somebody does something stupid and they like realize they did something stupid, I say welcome to Earth.
Like
all the time.
Somebody's like showing you a some kind of cool formula in an Excel spreadsheet. And you're like, oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Exactly. Just going to give it a little virus.
Yeah. You remind me of Jeff Goldblum from Independence Day.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. So, back to Bottle Rocket,
you
guys.
got me doing it.
This was directed by Wes Anderson, his first flick. This is written by Owen Wilson and Wes Anderson.
We had a $5 million budget, and the box office brought in $560,000.
Oh, yeah.
Starring, we have Owen Wilson as Dignan, Luke Wilson as Anthony Adams, Robert Musgrave as Bob Mapplethorpe,
That's
James
a name
Caan.
right there.
Strong. James Caan as Abe Henry, Lumi Carvazos as Inez, and a bunch of other people.
A bunch of other people
Bunch
there.
of others.
All right. We're not going to talk about Applejack. I love that name. Kumar.
We'll get to him a little later down.
Kumar. All right, man. Go ahead and give us a quick synopsis of this movie.
Yeah, basically we have two guys who are doing robberies, and one of them falls in love, and then mostly everything after that pretty much does not go to plan.
Nothing.
It's all bad.
At all goes to plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's start at the top, man, with this amazing cast of characters. We got Owen Wilson as Dignan. He is the plan guy.
Yes. He's mastermind.
He's the mastermind. He's the one that, and these kids, they're like young. They're like in their 20s, you know what I mean? And he says, we need to just go ahead and do a few heists, and we need to go on the lam. We'll just be rich.
Yes.
But there's no plan after that.
Yeah. It's just
there's no end game.
It's just these robberies and then go on the run.
Yeah. There's absolutely no end game. There's no like, hey, let's end up here in Tahiti or somewhere. Yeah. It's just let's do this here. And I get it. So this is a product of its time. It's West Texas. It's the 90s. Yeah. There's not much going on for a lot of people, so he turned to a life of crime.
And I love how like he makes this big deal, like they're like everybody's out looking for him, and like nobody really cares about it. Nobody's looking for him
the entire time, dude.
He is just he's supposed to be the mastermind, man, but he's just like. He doesn't have that kind of, I guess, the compass like Luke Wilson's character has, right?
Yes.
He just kind of, like you said, he's got 3 good plans, but there's nothing else, right? It's just kind of what's right in front of his face.
Yeah, he's almost like the person who goes like, he's like, all right, I'm going to get in my car, and then I'm going to start my car.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna press the gas.
Yep.
I got nothing after that, guys.
Yeah.
Right. I got nothing.
Forgot to put it in drive. Just going nowhere.
just exactly. You know, he missed the step. I did love like when he picks Luke Wilson's character Anthony up from the mental hospital that he was broke out in.
Yeah.
They were on the bus going back. He was basically showing them like all the plans and everything. It was just a composition notebook with all these different plans.
Yeah, he just sketched out little graphs and stuff. Yeah.
He's just a wild character, man, and
Yeah.
he just lets his imagination run free.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's all in.
Oh yeah, on
He's all in
everything.
with it, but there's just, like you said, just no real reason to it. Like, there's no, let's go rob so we can go out and we can leave the country and go, find a place and live there, live out the rest of our lives. There's none of that. It's just,
Let's go do it.
Let's rob a place.
It's the thing to do. All right, let's move over to his brother. And I didn't know that Luke was the youngest brother. I did not know that. So
Okay.
all three are in this movie. Andrew's the oldest, Owen's the middle child, Luke is the youngest. I always thought Owen was the youngest. When I was doing my research for this movie,
Right.
had to figure all that up.
Gotcha.
So
Good deal. Good deal.
Luke Wilson is Anthony Adams. So we find this guy, and he is leaving a mental facility he's there for what, like depression or something of that nature?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is he?
It's like,
Yeah.
Like he needed
just
some time away.
Exhaustion,
Yeah.
depression, stuff like that he's dealing with. And he comes back.
It's a voluntary place. It's voluntary. He's not locked up or like there for hard psychiatric reasons.
And I will say, like, he's the best of friends.
Yeah.
He is. Because Dingham, like, makes this entire plan.
Yes.
He's going to break him out. And, like, not the warden, but, like, his psychiatrist or whatever. Yeah. Like, dude, you can just go out the front door. What are you doing this for? Oh, I got my friend down there, and I don't want to upset him, so I got to go through here. But I love it, like, when he hit the ground, he was, like, shaking everybody's hand and telling everybody goodbye. And, like, Dingham was still just kind of, like, hiding and stuff, man. Like, they're boys. You can tell early on from the bat, these guys are tight. They don't want to, like, upset each other, man. So I definitely appreciated that. But Anthony, he has like this, you're right, he has like this North Star where he's there with Dingham and do all these crimes and everything, but you can tell he's just along for the ride. He doesn't really want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
The entire time.
Basically just backing him up.
Hey, we're boys.
My boy.
You got me out of a facility that I voluntarily was checked into. I appreciate you. I guess I'm your ride or die or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. But he definitely wants more out of life, and I do like that he eventually finds love in the weirdest place.
Yeah, yeah. At the motel.
The motel that they're
a lot of people find love at the motel. From what I hear.
On the Lamb. On the Lamb, and he finds love at the motel with the beautiful Inez, who we'll discuss in just a few minutes here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're just there, man. They seem to just drag people in with them too. Just dragging people around at this point. As a whole here, like with these two guys, it's just none of it makes sense.
No,
none of it makes sense at all. It's just like, I guess it's just like their minds just random. It's chaos.
I think you got to put it in perspective of this, right? We were two young 20-year-old kids as well.
Right.
We were kids at the time, right? And we'd go out and we wouldn't like hold up a bookstore like these guys did, but
bookstore.
A bookstore.
We get them bookmarks.
Do you have any bags any bigger than this? We never did that. But like, you go through a time in life where you're out of the care of your parents.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out. And instead of kind of buckling down and getting a job and, just being a reasonable adult, these guys just decided they're going to rob, have money, and then go out on the lam instead. So like they rob Anthony's house, don't they?
They did that that was the test to see like how fast they can do it.
That's right.
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 and Anthony goes, like, you still like the earrings from my mom, whatever? Yeah. And Dingham does. returns them.
Yeah.
But it's like that was the entire test, man.
Yeah.
And you can tell like right there, like they're boys, but there's a little tension, and Anthony just kind of lets things go.
Right.
I appreciate that from him because Dingham's a little. He's gonna do whatever the hell he wants.
Oh yeah.
Wants to do there. Whatever pops up in that little brain of his, he makes happen there. Let's talk about Robert Musgrave as Bob Mapplethorpe.
Mapplethorpe.
So this is the third guy, and he is the driver, the getaway driver of the team there. He's the getaway driver. Why? He's the only one they know who has a car.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
I mean, you got supply and demand, right?
Supply.
They need a car. He's got one. He's a driver.
All right, we're gonna do a heist, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going in.
No, not at all.
I'll have the car running for you though. Hop in. His character was interesting, man, because he for damn sure didn't want to be on the land with them at all.
Yeah.
From the get go.
And this character, I felt like had the most story arc in the whole movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He grew the most out of everybody. Oh no.
You do try to see growth in the 90 minutes in this movie with people, and you see it a little bit with Anthony. You don't see it with Dingham at all. Well, you see it at the end with Dingham, but like with Robert, who gets the least screen time out of the three, he has like the most arc.
Yeah.
Because every time we get back to him and his story, something progresses.
Yeah.
He has a shitty relationship with his brother. You know, his brother's almost about to do time for the weed plant that they find in the back of the house.
Yeah.
Come to find out later on, like him and his brother are really, really good friends, and they're patching stuff together, and his brother's not calling him a shithead and stuff. So
that reminded me, of many relationships like that in movies, but specifically from Weird Science.
Yeah.
With Bill Paxton.
Yes.
Being the older brother.
Yes.
Yeah, but he grows. He at the beginning he's real timid, right? He's like, y'all want me to do it, I'll do it. And then he bails on him.
I mean,
and then
the cards were on the table. He put his cards on the table though. He was like
you're right.
But I love how he wanted to be a part of it. He was timid, wanted to be a part of it because he wanted to be one of the guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. And I love Wes Anderson. We'll talk about Wes Anderson and like the look and feel of this movie and everything in a little bit. But like that's when you start to see like his style, where like you don't see it, you just see like the keys being picked up and moves and everything. It's just beautifully shot, man. Even back in '96 there. So
96.
All right, we rest in peace. We have James Caan as Abe Henry. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, we don't get him. We hear about him through the whole movie.
Throughout the whole movie,
but we don't really get to meet him till the end. He's kind of he comes off with the father figure vibe, right? Even though I love the way they introduce him with when they're trying to get into the warehouse. He's just dumping the water. It was so funny. It was dry. It was like a real dry thing. Because he's like, I already tried the door. I can't get in. He's like, try it again. So he tries the door. He puts more water on. He's just like, and Wilson's like, he put more water. That's all he wanted to do.
It was good, man.
Such a dry, humorous scene. Yeah, I mean, he's, like I said, kind of a big brother, father figure thing, and he helps Bob grow.
Yeah.
Right towards the end. That's another part of the arc there. But he's just a dirty, grimy guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like he is who Diggum looks up to.
Yeah.
Wants to be like.
He owns a lawn care business, right?
It's a front though.
I can't remember what it's called. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot what the name of it was.
I forgot what the name of it was as well. But yeah, it's definitely a front the entire time. So I did like his character, man, and like why they put that like jiu-jitsu like karate scene when they came back to like see him and everything. Is just put like more like what does this dude spend his money on? He's getting like a private karate lessons, in his
Right.
warehouse. Like, why? West Texas in the 90s was weird, bro.
Yeah, it was real weird. Dude was just hanging out in his underwear.
Doing what he's got to do, brother.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the thing was off the top of my head now. I can't even find it in here.
No worries there.
It's all good. But yeah, he's ends up just being a dirty dude all the way around.
Yeah, because he robs Bob at the end.
So good. So good.
Gosh.
Oh man.
Just robs Bob at the end. Like, helps him out. Like, is there for him. Like, faces up to, like, his brother for him and everything. And then just robs him at the end.
just a wild turn.
Oh, man. All right. Lumi Cavazos Inez. That's her name in the movie.
That's fine.
This is the love interest to Anthony Adams' character. They hit it off pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
I know we have a 90-minute movie here, so it's really tight, but yeah, they fall in love really, really fast. And I love it when he's just kind of making cocktails in the bathroom or whatever, and then nigga walks in and he just sees like all the workers of the motel just in the room. He's like, what the hell's going on? Right? Anthony comes out of the bathroom with like cocktails. He's about to pour them up for everybody.
He's like, hey, I thought y'all were going to get haircuts.
Oh my gosh, dude. But this is the love interest, and this what kind of gives him more motivation to not want to do these crimes and be out on the lam anymore because he's fell in love.
Yeah.
It's always the girl that makes you change.
And she doesn't speak English.
Yes, at first she does not speak English.
And she learned English very quickly.
So here's the thing. I don't know how much time lapsed between when he left her to that phone call. But she learned English pretty damn quick.
Yeah, she spoke very well.
Fluent. Okay. She had Duolingo and Rosetta Stone, bro.
Oh no.
She definitely was on it.
I mean, she played her part well. I mean, she was there. They didn't really veer from like the motel other than going out to a bar a couple of times, right?
Yeah. When Anthony showed his insecurities, yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't speak English for most of the movie, and they're going on dates. And I guess it's just that. I guess that's where you see just the love. Is the language of the love is what's keeping them there? Because he tries to talk to her. She's just like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. It's very interesting. The one thing about Wes Anderson movies, including this one, is that there is a strangeness to them all.
Yeah.
Where like you're in scenarios and you're watching things happen and you're like, you know, when like we think a dog doesn't understand, so they kind of turn their head. You're kind of doing that in a Wes Anderson movie, and that's like, especially when they're at the bar and the dude walks away and they're just talking, and I'm just like, but you keep on talking, bro, and you're having like a full on conversation, but like she has no clue what you're saying. Right?
I know.
It's like a lot of exposition.
That's what I was like, that's how I was doing. I was sitting there, I was like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just talks to himself, basically.
So then we got that, you know, it all culminates into them wanting to Diggum coming up with trying to figure out how to do that last heist, right? Got the yellow coveralls or whatever.
Yeah, bright yellow sign.
And they're gonna like go to the storage facility and open this case, steal the money, but it goes terribly wrong, right? And it goes terribly wrong because like, one, Bob doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
Anthony doesn't want to be there. Two other guys Applejack and Kumar don't know what the hell they're doing.
I love that. He said, I don't know what's going on. And no, Wilson, that's Kumar, right? Yeah. He's like, you didn't know what you were doing the whole time. You never knew what you were doing.
That's like the young Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this guy's gonna be a star.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
love
just
that.
know it, man. Because like he's yelling at him, but he's yelling at him like so soft. And be like, dude, you just come on, man. Like, come on, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's Owen Wilson. Yeah, that's it.
we just know and love today, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best there. All right, man. So let's talk about just the sets there. The music didn't really sprawl us that much here.
Agreed.
But we got like 90s vibe West Texas, so a lot of sand. You really are at the Bob's house. You really are at the motel. And then the big, I would say the big thing at the storage facility and them kind of going through that at the end, man. Those are the three biggest set pieces in the movie. In the look and feel, you get a really early Wes Anderson flick, and you start seeing like his greatness and what he does from the get-go. Wes Anderson is, even in the movie poster, like everything is in frame, everything is like centered, there's angled perfectly, and that's just his style there. When you see Anthony like open up that window in the beginning, it's just perfect framing, right? That's just his style. And then you see like when they're on the bus and we talk about the little composition notebook and they're kind of going through the plans there and just the camera is over zoom in. I love that.
Yeah,
man. That's
that
definitely like his style. He does that very well, man. And the way the keys were taken and everything. I just like Wes Anderson. His movies are weird. I watch them all. His movies are weird. I like watching his technique as a director, and he always gives us something fresh and new in his movies, man. That's what I enjoyed about this. And you saw it in his first flick. Really enjoyed. So I try to come up with a theme for this, man.
Good luck with that.
I get what Wes Anderson and Owen Wilson was trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, like in writing this, I get that.
Ultimately at the end, it's like sacrificing, Dignan sacrificing himself to kind of get everybody else away.
Yes.
Right. That's his arc. It's kind of going from, I guess, kind of selfish up front, and then, okay, you guys got to get out of here. So I'm going to sacrifice myself kind of thing.
Yeah. And I think, they were less trying to do like a theme and just more tell like young 20-something-year-olds in West Texas in the 90s. I think like literally that's
plan better.
Plan better. Yes, that's the if you're gonna steal, if you're gonna pull a heist, plan it better. Damn it! Make sure you got guys who want to be there, not Bob.
Bob and Applejack. He got stuck in the elevator, didn't he? Is that what happened? Yeah.
But I don't think there was a theme. They were just trying to tell a story, and they successfully did, about lost 20-something-year-olds who don't really have a North Star, trying to figure it out, and what's next on their agenda. I think like that's the story that they were trying to tell, and we definitely got it here. And it brought us like the beautiful acting of who we love today, man, and Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson. Like, love these guys. So. All right, guys, so that is our conversation about Bottle Rocket, 1996, the first Wes Anderson directed flick. What are your thoughts and ratings about this, brother?
Thanks to get 3 buckets of popcorn from me, sir.
Okay.
These two Wilsons are funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. And that's really what carried the movie, I felt like, is the cast. All the way down to Applejack.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about the movie was very chaotic, but I guess that's
a really good word for it. Yeah,
that's the mindset of these two people, right?
Yeah,
it's just trying to figure it out. Don't really know what they want to do. but I'm just trying to.
It's a damn good word for it.
I was
actually.
really trying to figure out where they spent $5 million at. When I was done with the movie, that's probably all James Caan's salary.
We always do this. Yeah.
No, but seriously, I was sitting there.
Yeah.
I mean, in '96, $5 million still isn't. It's not a big budget, but where do you spend it in this kind of movie? Like, I just didn't see that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Other than the cast, but even then, it was, Owen and Luke weren't humongous at this point, right?
This was like their first.
Yeah, they were just getting rolling, really.
I want to see what the budget was for Independence Day. Well, no, just by scale. By scale, I can't help it. Okay, came out the same year. Damn it. Okay, so Bottle Rocket was $5 million.
Yes.
Okay. Independence Day, $75 million. So just look at that, like $70 million difference.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I mean they had aliens,
and I have no clue where the hell that that $5 million. Like, what the hell did you? It was all James Caan.
Yeah,
literally what that was. You're right.
I mean, you gotta. I just don't see it. I mean, that was kind of the one thing that negative that came out towards the end was like, where did all this money go? But like I said, the Owens and the cast.
I mean, it does have that Alfa Romeo Spider
there. I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong.
It's dilapidated and functional, but it's still an Alfa Romeo Spider.
Yeah, so 3 buckets popcorn for me on this one. What about you, homie?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'll give it 3.5 buckets of popcorn. I like it does kind of give you this like grit. Even watching it now, I obviously didn't watch it then. This was my first watch. But you kind of get that grittiness from the 90s that I really like.
Yeah.
There's no super gloss.
No,
You know
not
what
at
I
all.
mean? I did enjoy that.
That's what I was saying. When you
fun-
first sent it to me, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot this one was recorded on like a big VHS recorder.
What did you put like right?
Yeah, on the shoulder. Yeah. Because I've seen part of this movie before.
Okay.
I don't think I watched much of it when I did, just because it's hard for me to get into these kind of movies. But we did this one for a purpose, right?
Yeah.
So I watched the whole thing. But yeah, I remember it just like watching it, be like, it really looks like they're just running around with big VHS recorders right now.
Yeah.
And once again, where's that $5 million? I mean, those things were expensive, but you know.
So this is, I guess, 3.5 buckets, man. I do like the Wilson brothers, how they kind of go back and forth with each other. Their dialogue is just great, and obviously they're only a few years apart, and they do that well on screen.
Yes.
They've been in a few other Wes Anderson movies together, but they were like literally side by side almost in every frame in this movie, man. So definitely enjoyed that. The other thing that I did enjoy is just for as chaotic it was, I enjoyed that.
Okay.
I enjoyed the chaos because, it didn't really dawn on me until you actually brought the word up in your review. It was really chaotic, and I think that's what Wes and Owen was trying to kind of say.
Right.
They were trying to display like the chaotic thoughts of these characters and the weird crap that they go through.
And thinking, like digging and thinking he's doing a good job.
Thinking he's the man.
Yes.
Pat on the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Anthony knowing that it's not like that, but just going along with it.
Going along with it, bro. That's what his bros do, man.
Yep.
All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Bottle Rocket. Next week, we will be discussing the 2020 Jessica Chastain action thriller, Ava.
And that's streaming on Netflix.
I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.